is very exciting because I finally get to start building out the early stages of my high-speed home network. The framing of the house is done, but the drywall is not, and that gives us a small but perfect window to cable the crap out of this house. We're talking 10 gig drops in nearly every room and all around the house for my various devices. And yes, 10 gig is pretty overkill. Most of the devices I'm using are gonna be fine with 1 gig. But what's overkill today will be outdated tomorrow. And since the walls are wide open, why the hell not? I mean, 2,000 feet of Cat6A isn't exactly cheap, but if it means I won't have to touch the network for a very long time, I think it's worth it. When that fateful day arrives and it is time to upgrade, I want that process to be as painless as possible, which is why instead of stapling the cable to various 2x4s all throughout the house, which we will be doing some of, today we're running a bunch of ENT, also known as Smurf tubing, all throughout the house, to act as a highway for our cables to pass through, and with something like a handy pull string, future upgrades are a piece of cake. Now, we may not get around to running the actual Cat6A cable today because it's arriving late. I paid extra for it to arrive on time, and Amazon screwed me again, damn them. But it may even be cooler to see how the backbone of a home network gets put together when there are literally no walls or obstacles in the way. Uh-oh.
The drill bit broke.
Oh, no. It snapped?
We're gonna have to pull it all the way out and redo it.
Okay, there may be some obstacles. Before we continue, thanks to Stasis for sponsoring today's video. If you've ever overclocked your PC, you may have also overclocked yourself with stimulants like Adderall or Vyvanse. But whether it's to grind through a long build, workday, or gaming sesh, you probably know it's kind of a double-edged sword. It helps you lock in and get stuff done, but then you've got the jitters, the inevitable crash later in the day, and sometimes you're laying in bed at night wondering why your brain is still running at full speed. That's exactly what Stasis was made for. It's a 2-part supplement system designed specifically for people who use stimulants. The daytime formula helps reduce the stimulant roller coaster for steadier focus and a more balanced mood throughout the day, while the nighttime formula helps your body wind down while replenishing, restoring, and protecting while you sleep. I also appreciate that they're very transparent about what's actually in it. No proprietary blends, clinically studied ingredients at clinically studied doses, and every batch is third-party tested so you know exactly what you're getting. The whole idea is pretty simple. Your stimulant helps you perform, and Stasis is there to help support your body so you don't feel like you're paying for it later with a huge crash or a rough night's sleep. If you or someone you know could use a massive boost to their stimulant experience, check the link in the description to learn more about Stasis. Now back to the video. All right, Alvaro, so what's our plan of attack here? What's the first steps?
We're gonna figure out where these are going, install them, and start tracing our lines back from the living room, the kitchen, the bedrooms, all the way back to the garage.
Okay, so quick update. Alvaro mentioned that some of the orange boxes that we're using for those upper outlets for the TVs couldn't be optimized. And we actually ran to the electrical store and found just the thing. These are electrical boxes that have both outlets for the TV and an additional plate that you can put in for Ethernet and even something like HDMI, which we're gonna need all of for a TV.
Yeah, it's got the points for your 120 volt and your low voltage stuff in here, which I think this will be easier. We can run the Smurf tubing in here. It recesses them into the wall,
right?
So they don't stick out. So when your TV is flat up against there, if you get one of those flush mount TVs that aren't in a mount,
exactly,
this will be able to stick into the wall.
Also at the electrical store, we picked up this junction box mainly to route all of our Ethernet cables. In total, we'll have anywhere between 45 and 50 Ethernet cables when all is said and done. So we want to find a way to route all that as cleanly as possible. What we decided is that we'll have Ethernet running throughout the attic. Some of it will be using Smurf tubing in areas where we may want future upgrades to be easy. And then we'll route all of that to this junction box, which is a 12 by 12 inch. We're going to drill holes for all of that as well. And then from there, we'll have 2 3-inch PVC tubes going straight to the garage, and that'll terminate at the server rack.
So now, okay, take it, hold it right there. We're gonna have to cut it and drop it. I'm gonna run it into the studs, starting here, so that way they're not on top of
under
it.
the plumbing, got it.
Under the plumbing,
yeah.
We don't want them sitting on the plumbing.
Right.
Unnecessary friction could lead to these being rubbed and cut.
Good call.
First one done.
Love it. No tight bends, great cable management. Excellent job, Alvaro. We just got 5 more to go.
Ah, man. There's no plywood over here.
I'm gonna get you some glasses.
Nah, safety squints.
OSHA.
Never heard of her.
What happened?
The drill bit broke.
Oh, you have another bit?
This was the other bit.
Oh no.
The last holes I have to drill are all double plates.
Yeah, right.
So I need a new drill bit, or I need an auger bit, which I can get for both for tomorrow. What I can do right now is just mark where they're gonna be drilled through, and then tomorrow with the auger bit, somebody can finish it off, yeah.
That sounds good. It's the next day. We're back, and we're gonna continue running the Smurf tubing throughout the attic. Alvaro is here, but he's got a jet in like the next 5-10 minutes, so it'll pretty much just be me and Aaron for today. You might come back a little bit later. If,
Yeah, no, I'll come back later.
All right, cool. But for now, we can run the rest of our Smurf tubing to the dining room and the living room. I just hope it's not too hot up there. Oscar, can you drill a hole over here? Is it gonna fit there? Oh, perfect. Okay. You know, no one's ever going to see this for the most part, for as long as I live, but just like cable management for your PC, I'll know it's there. So I wanna make it look good. This is good to go. So, dining room is done. Let's do the garage. It's easier. Actually, I take it back. Let's do the living room first, because the longer we wait, the hotter it gets in here. Get the big one out of the way. Living room's over there, so actually, we may actually cut through this way instead, and then go all the way across. Our living room is, you can't really see it, it's way over there. We actually have this roof, the slope of the roof is in the way. So we would have to drill a hole and pass it through and then just run it the rest of the way. But basically, we're just gonna do a fat L, a really big L. And hopefully this won't become an L, as the kids say.
Oscar, Alman.
I got more holes for you. Next one will be in the kitchen, looks like. Yeah, I'll meet you over there. All right.
And then over here on top, we'll just clip it on top.
Yeah,
And
some U-hooks.
where's that Smurf? Where's that one ending?
Ends at a junction box by the
Okay.
by the garage, yeah. So what they're gonna do for us, he's gonna drill a hole, more or less right here. I don't know if that's the one he already did, if he just did that right now, but basically, so that's where we just were in that part of the attic, but as you can see, the slope of the roof ends. So he's gonna drill a hole there so we can continue running the Smurf tubing all the way over here. It's gonna go over this beam, and then it's gonna route up, and he's gonna have to drill holes all throughout these various rafters, and then it's gonna eventually just turn real nice gradual bend into the box. It's gonna be a long run.
It's gonna be amazing.
It'll be nice. Scaffolding is essentially when you need a ladder that's really wide. And since they'll be drilling holes all the way across the rafters, it's just a lot more practical than having to move the ladder every 5 feet. There you go.
Sir?
Yeah. That's so smart to hang it on there. It's like 3D printer filament. Beautiful, look at that. Juan is gonna finish buttoning up this area. He's gonna use some U-hooks to cinch down all of that Smurf tubing to the rafters, and then he's gonna pass it through to the other side of the attic where I will receive it and take it back to the junction box. While he's doing that, in the meantime, we can start the run to the garage. Okay, Juan just drilled a hole, a convenient hole for us right there, where we can pass the Smurf tube through. And then at that point, we can just run it along the top of the rafters. That way we don't have to drill a bunch of holes. Bring it all the way to the end of the wall, and then we'll just need one more hole going through those two 2x4s so that we can bend the Smurf tube down to our boxes. We'll need another hole through the fire block here, but that should be it. So let's go back into the attic and run that Smurf tube so that it peeks out from this side. Oh wait, stupid plumbing. I'm gonna drill a hole.
You need to drill a hole?
Because of plumbing. Dumb plumbing. All right, first time with the auger. No sweat, guys. If I break my arm, at least you saw it on camera. All right. Apart from a little sawdust in my mouth and my eyes, not bad. Uh-oh, it's taking my blood pressure.
All right, that looks nice.
That's good. We just need him to drill a hole through the 2x4s there, and that's it. That's it for that one. We'll just connect the other end to the junction box.
Okay.
So Juan and Oscar just finished running the living room Smurf tubing for us. That's awesome. Which means our Smurf tubing is done. All of our Smurf tubing is done. Thank goodness we can move on to cables. Now, I've been waiting on Cat6A to arrive. It keeps getting delayed. It was supposed to be here yesterday, then today, still not here. So I'm saying screw it. We're going Cat6 because we can pick that up at a Lowe's or a Home Depot. Cat6A is apparently impossible to find in store in LA County for some reason, but that's okay. Even though Cat6 doesn't carry 10 gig past 180 feet, our longest run in the house is going to be 110 feet. I just measured it. So we're well within operating limits for Cat6. Shouldn't be a problem. There is one run that's longer than it, but it's going to a PoE camera that's 2.5 gig anyway. And even then, I think it's still only 130 feet of a run. So let's get some cable and actually start wiring things up. We got the Cat6, 23 gauge, unshielded, pure copper, none of that clad aluminum stuff. We are ready to go. We've got 45 to 50 runs to do right now. So what we're going to do is we've got 3 boxes of Ethernet, and we got cables coming out of all 3 at the same time. We're going to wire all 3 of them simultaneously. So we're going to tape them to the fish tape that Alvaro's going to drop through from the top in the attic. It's going to come down through the tube. I'm going to tape all 3 of them to that. And then we also have a piece of twine that we're running through just like a 4th cable. And that's going to be our pull string so that we can easily, in the future, for future upgrades or whatever, we can easily fish cables through the Smurf tubing. And just to verify, 3 1/4 inch conduit and 3 Cat6. Perfect fit. Not too perfect though. It does give a little bit of extra room for if we wanted to throw a 4th cable in there, we could. Just right. I hear it. It's close. There it is. I got it. I got it.
Patch the wire. Sorry, not the wire, the
nylon?
fish line through it.
Got it.
And then make a nice strong knot.
Gotcha.
And then you can put a little tape on the tip.
I see.
Not really necessary for a run this short. On the long runs, you do.
The rule of thumb is just the tip.
Always just the tip. You got to get consent for the rest. All right, so your job is to make sure that there's no tangles while I pull.
Hold on. Wait. Let go a little bit. All right, now pull. All right, go for it.
Okay, it's popped out on this side.
Sweet.
But remember we said we're gonna do 20 feet extra on this end. That way we can have the drop over there.
Yeah, it needs to also reach all the way into the garage at the bottom of the garage where the server rack's gonna be. So let's do a little extra.
All right, first run done. Feel free to cut the cables over there.
Gotcha.
Like leave like 4 feet. You're not gonna miss 4 feet, and we have extra at the end.
Also, this is a little dull, even for the Ethernet.
Yeah, I've been cutting stuff you're not supposed to cut with it. My knife should be by the box for the nylon.
Do you need me to tie it or anything? Or not?
We can just leave it there. When I come down, we'll tie it with the electrical wire. But if you want to move those 3 boxes and the nylon over to Mel's office, I already ran the fish tape through.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
It's snapped, and it's snapped like 4 feet from coming out, so we're gonna have to pull it all the way out and redo it.
Holy.
Yeah, the fish line.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, let me come out. Yeah, look, see, look, it's your knot came undone.
Ah, my bad.
It's okay. I'm only disappointed a little.
Did the knot come undone or did the twine snap?
I don't know.
Well, it's the last time I ever tie a knot. I'm fired.
You are.
Firmer.
Always tie this off. Most likely what was making it hard for me is this kept catching on the inside of the tube.
Oh, I see.
And that added to unnecessary friction.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which you can actually tell right there. See all the black marks?
Oh, yeah. Everybody is gone for the day. The sun is going down, and we have finished doing all of our cat runs for the Smurf tubes. We still have some cat to run for the PoE cameras, the doorbell, and the APs, but those will just be staple gunned to the various rafters in the attic. Super simple, we'll do that next week. Yeah, everything is leading to the junction box. We'll wire that up and make it look all nice next week as well, and then eventually run those fat PVC tubes to the garage and to the rack. The rack, of course, will be coming soon. Speaking of which, I should be expecting some Ubiquiti hardware to show up relatively soon. We'll see if it arrives in time for next week's video / stream. We may be doing another live stream as well. But yeah, we're getting closer to the finish line every day, and couldn't be more excited and grateful. Thank you very much for joining me yet again. We will be back next week with another video and potentially live stream. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.